bro.
Oh, no, you're good, bro. How you
I know
doing tonight, brother?
I'm doing well.
Me too, bro. The reason why I was trying to contact you a lot, but the thing is like, I went to the beach for like a week, bro. I was partying at the beach, swimming in the sun, and having a good time. So,
Man, nothing wrong with that. It's the time of the year to do so because in a minute you ain't gonna be able to go chill at the beach. It's gonna be and it feel good too, man. It's a form of therapy. You hop in that water.
I was talking to pretty women and just swimming, and man, I was having a great time.
Yeah, that's the way to live, man. You can swim.
Oh yeah, for sure, bro. Like the way I learned how to swim is my dad threw me in the deep end when I was like a little kid. So I just, you know what I
He said you gonna learn today.
mean? Dude, I wish more people would join us on here. That'd be nice.
Oh yeah, they asking too. They curious to know.
I've
I'm gonna
been
have to.
seeing your subscribers have been going up too. I've been noticing because I've been looking at your channel like every day. I usually look at your channel unless I don't really go on YouTube. But you've been gaining subscribers for sure. So that's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Plus, I be asking them too, like a call to action. That's one thing I learned. It might sound like, you bugging or whatever, but if you do it right, it's effective. And
Right.
I mean, why not, right? I mean, that's what I'm striving for, so they can help me out. And if they like it, they'll help. If not, then they'll keep it moving. But at least I told them what to. But yeah, I
And
asked them to subscribe on certain videos, even on my lives. That's a goal. It's a strategy, a certain tactic I do subtle, but nevertheless, yeah. I'm very strategic about the way that I'm doing my thing. Like it might not seem like it, but yeah, I teach strategies and stuff like that because it's important. That's the whole goal and mission to get a certain amount of subscribers in due time and
yeah, of
get
course.
monetized.
Well,
Yeah.
just keep being consistent every day. You already got the right mindset. Just keep going, bro.
Yeah, definitely consistency. Cause
Yeah.
somebody might be hearing about you and they might want to come check you out, and that might be the day that you like, oh, I'm not gonna post or I'm not gonna go live, and you just missed. That's all I'm doing, showing up for that person that's even myself, because myself I want to see me get certain things from this. So it's
Well,
like,
like the person I would watch, like I would watch this black dude. He's from Oklahoma. Like I'm in Texas, so he's right next to me. But
yeah,
he's a homeless dude, and lives in his car. He went from having like 3 viewers on his live streams, and now I went on today. I'm a moderator for him, and he has like almost 200 viewers steadily. I'm like, dude, what the?
whoa,
That's only been a week, bro. I don't know what the, you know what I mean?
yeah.
I don't know.
Consistent. And then people out here looking for somebody to relate to. Like if you out there for them, then they'll be able to be like, okay, well, let's grow together. Because some people don't want, not everybody want to be on here doing what you and I desire to do. But at the same time, it's like people do look for people like us. And if they don't be able to see us, they're gonna go to somebody. Even the people that I used to watch on YouTube, like when they stop posting, I go watch somebody else because I'm looking. It ain't nothing wrong with that either, though. But it's like whoever gonna keep it coming, I'm gonna keep it supporting.
Yeah, yeah,
And that's
exactly.
it.
Consistency. Yeah,
Yeah. But at the end of the day, too, like it's about not just I want y'all to follow, I want to watch or whatever. I want to give value at the end of the day as well because that's what I'm on here getting. And it's like
right.
it's a win-win. I'm on here trying to learn value and then also be able to give value. So that's what I'm
Well,
doing.
you kind of have a broad spectrum in a sense when it comes to like because well the thing is about me and my channel is like I don't really have the inspiration to post all the time, bro. Um, because Like, well, I was posting it when I was at the beach, and then they tried to copyright me because I was being stupid. I had music blasting in the background, so they tried to demonetize me. But they said, "No, nah, it's fine. We're not gonna give you a strike or nothing." So I'm like, "Okay, whatever." but but the point is what I'm saying is like, if I really was consistent with posting, it's kind of harder to post just like Christian content. You know what I mean? Like, I don't
Man,
know, because
it's really not, bro.
it's
It's really not. It's just that you really need some help with it, and that's fine. It's probably this how you asking for help. If you want
yeah.
help, if you want to talk about Christ, then let's do this. I talk about Christ, but it's what you saying as far as like yo niche. I hear what you're saying. Like,
Well, also
you
like the
ain't-
thing is, I don't like. Well, you have your daily your reading and stuff. You do. I mean, I
yeah,
do too, but um, sometimes I just don't like know what to talk about. Like I've read the Bible a lot, bro, but like sometimes I just don't know what to talk about. And if I just act like like I'm not trying to just get dead views here, like because the other night I was out partying and stuff with people, and I went live, and I had like hundreds of viewers on my live stream, bro. And I wasn't, I was just being a retard almost. So I can't be doing that stuff. Like, I don't want to be known for that. Is what I mean, you know.
yeah. I'm glad you said that too because that's important. Once your image out there, no matter if you trying to go viral or not, that might just go viral, and that might be what you're known for. And to clean that up after so many millions of people just know you for that, it'll be a little difficult. But
That's
what you're saying
that's why I
is,
take my posts down a lot. Like I like to private my lives a lot because I just some nights I'm like drinking and stuff, and tonight I'm fine. I'm not doing nothing crazy tonight, but a lot of nights I'll be drinking and just acting a fool, and I need to not be doing all that, you know. So,
but don't be so hard on yourself, bro, because we human. Like, we not gonna be perfect people. We do things that may not be appealing to everybody else, but that's your journey. Somebody might need to see that. Like, man, I'm battling certain things in my life that I'm not too proud of, but at the end of the day, this is how I'm getting through it. If that's what you've been led to, like if you want to post when you feeling like that, go ahead and just be like, tell people what you was doing, how you was feeling it. Give yourself a
well,
chance.
like the thing is as well, brother. I usually don't even like to really like to drink like that or nothing. Like I was literally I had a medical cannabis. I was a medical patient here in Texas. You can get a medical card. And what happened was, what I'm doing right now, I get drug tested, so I can't even smoke cannabis, and that's what I used as a way just to help me out during the day. And so now it's a little hard. Like they should just legalize it federally already. I don't really know. Donald Trump, come on, dude, just legalize it. Like, come on, bro. Like, but you're in a legal state. Actually, you're in Michigan, you said, and my uncle that was just
Yeah.
staying with me for the past week, he's moving up to Michigan.
Ah, really? That's nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like he has a friend up there named Drew, and he has a whole medical dispensary, and he grows cannabis for a whole dispensary. And so, like, he's gonna. My uncle is trying to get a job in that medical business, and I'm like, go ahead and do it. Have fun. So,
Man, he headed in the right direction, nevertheless, because man, it's a growing industry, and he's gonna learn a lot. I believe he's gonna have fun doing so, and he's gonna be in a position where he want to be in, financially stable and free, and also
well, my
being
uncle is actually like a veteran, and so he's pretty well off. He gets veteran benefits and all that, but the main reason I recommended cannabis is so he could stay away from alcohol too. Like, because that's what always helped me out whenever I was dealing with alcohol. Because I started drinking at like 14. So what I figured out is cannabis really helps me just forget about alcohol. Like, because alcohol is like it's a poison, but cannabis is
yeah,
like it really helps me just be chilled out and have less anxiety. You know what I mean? So,
yeah. That's why I started my blog because I deal with anxiety as well, and
Right.
different little things that I figure to help me, even to put down with the weed because it's a it costs sometimes, and sometimes I don't have the money, and for me to be deciding, or should I make money to spend it on that is ridiculous, and that's just me holding myself back. But at the end of the day, it's like I feel what you're saying. We all look for certain things to help us relax and calm because this life be life and and shit. When
Yeah.
you dealing with it on a constant basis, especially people that think consciously, they look at life a little differently. They be more sensitive to what's going on, the vibrations, the sufferings of the world, and it makes you suffer inside internally as well. So it's like, all right, how do I deal with these things? How do I balance it out in a productive and healthy way? And one thing I picked up was gardening. Like it sounds crazy, but around this time of year, I make sure I get a little time to garden and then painting.
Huh.
I haven't done that in a while, but my digital art is still cool. I love creating art, but you need time and space to create. Like usually, I go to the library and just sit in there, draw and write and stuff like that. That's my safe haven, the library or somewhere out in nature, the woods, the park, something like that, like the beach. I love the beach, but I haven't been there in a while. I used to go grab a little blanket and sit and paint or
Well,
kick up
that was the
and
first time I went to a beach and for like 5 years, bro. So I really needed that. I seriously did. Like I haven't had a vacation in so many years that I was going crazy. So going there, man, I spent way too much money though. All these, man, I was at the hotel bar chilling, buying everybody drinks, going crazy. I shouldn't have done all that, but next thing you know, I went to some nightclubs. I went to some nightclubs, brother, and the thing is, I found the same women that were at the bar with me. They were at the same nightclub. Just ironic. I don't even know how, but
because they like, oh, you bought us a drink over here. You couldn't leave. We
no, I'm
leaving with
like, girl, I was buying
you.
them. Those drinks were like $20 a pop, and they kept asking for more. Dude, I should not have done that. But I had money saved up for the vacation. So,
Man, you had fun. It's all right. Money is to be used, right? You don't want to be hoarding and like, yeah, yeah, I made it. But make sure you are putting it in the right places, though. Nevertheless.
yeah,
But
brother. It's well, the thing. Do you even have? What's your nearest beach to you in Michigan? Because we have a beach called Galveston. If you know where that is.
Galveston, I heard of it.
Yeah, it
Popular now.
was like Galveston actually. If I know my history correctly, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Galveston was one of the last places in USA to be for the slaves to be notified that they were free. You know that? And so Galveston, it's like an island, but
Oh,
it's on
okay.
Texas. It's in the Gulf of Mexico. But they whenever the slaves were being freed, they delayed the messages to the slaves. They were trying to make them still be enslaved. And
Right.
so Galveston, I'm pretty sure, is one of the last places in the USA because it's so south that those people didn't even know they were freed as slaves yet. They were the last
Yeah.
people. I'm like, that's just weird history, though. But yeah,
But I'm glad you're sharing that because I've never been to Texas, so I don't really know the layout of the land.
yeah.
But yeah, that's I heard of
Well,
Galveston though. Similar to that, some about the slave trade and stuff like that. But I was looking at it as far as like they were showing me where it's different islands in America where they have like different wildlife and you can buy little islands. Because I was like, wow, certain places have islands. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you were just saying, like Texas is one of them, which I didn't know. And I was like, that's some stuff that's you need to know because you could buy a land or island right here in America. You don't have to go to the. But yeah, that's interesting to know, and it's nice to know as well, like the history of the land, because you'll never know where you're walking into, or if that's a place
that's
that.
the only other place I can think of. Maybe I'm wrong. Well, I mean, I guess there might be some other islands in different states, but the only island I can think of is Manhattan Island. I don't really know any other, if that's even, or Long Island. Um, really not many states have islands like that. So
I think Kentucky got one where a lot of horses just roam. I could pull it up because I seen them on Discovery Channel, and they was just showing all
yeah.
of the islands right in America, and I was like, wow. This was some years
Oh,
ago, so I could be wrong about exactly what states, but
I don't know. You're probably right, bro.
but yeah, I was intrigued because I was like, for like a million bucks, you could buy a little whole island right here in America.
That's pretty crazy, bro.
Yeah, it is. And most people got it. Like some of them came with the horses. That's what I was really intrigued by because I was like, I'll
Oh,
have my
yeah.
little wild horses. I could tame a few and sell a few or whatever. But I
Dude,
mean,
where I grew up at, like in Houston, East Houston, it was like in the ghetto kind of, bro, and like they used to ride horses down in the neighborhood streets, bro. You would see these black people riding horses down the streets. I'm like, yo, what the
yeah, that's crazy.
fuck?
Horses
Like,
in the hood. They even somehow in Chicago running around West Side. I seen one like 2 days ago, brown and white one.
oh, for real?
Yeah, some crazy weird stuff going on, but they
Yeah,
finding their way
my
around.
uncle bought me this pimp hat. Like, I was like, yo, what the heck, bro? This is
Oh yeah, that's hard. That's kind of like the army vets when they graduate and they become
oh,
yeah,
he
that's
kept
like
telling me, he's like, hey, yo, Aaron, put it sideways. I'm like, dude, what the hell? I'm not like future or whatever. You know what I mean? You know that slick talk. You know, I don't know. If
yeah. Oh yeah, that's dope. Man, that remind me of what's his name? Sheldon, where they all from Texas and they all got the hats like a real Texan. Yeah, that's some real y'all do represent y'all state. I thought it was
man.
like some that when y'all proud Texans, man. That's what I see from that. Like that's dope.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm. It's a little different compared to like Dallas and Austin. They're a little bit different than Texas. Here down, or I mean, in Houston, because where I live in Houston, man, we have like if you go to Austin, it's full of all these white girls. I mean, if you go to Dallas, it's kind of diverse. But in Houston, man, we have so many Hispanic people, black people. We have everybody here, and like I actually live in a black community, so like I see all kind of different races, bro. We have Muslims, everybody. Like it's so diverse. Like and people are actually really nice down here in a way. They really are. Unless you're in jail, then they're probably some like the biggest people I had problems with when I was in jail, brother, was literally the people of my same race, bro. Like I had no problems with any other person at all. There was people trying to fight me when I went to jail, and there were just some dumb white folk, and like I got along with everybody else. All the black people I was hanging out with, that we were all reading books together and stuff, like doing Bible study. Man, it's just so weird how I guess it's just yeah, you always have a bad apple in every group. I guess that's what it is. But I don't know. I was just kind of thinking because if you ever go to Houston, you understand what I mean. It's just so weird how the cultures all combine together. Just I don't know how to explain it. Really,
It's
it's
a
just
melting
weird.
pot, and you get a piece of everything, and then it's like it open your horizon. You start looking at life a little different. You engage with it differently. Like that's how I grew up. Like at first, I grew up, I had never seen anything but black people, all black people, and then I
Mm.
started seeing different kind of people, and I was like, wow. And for me personally, just connecting with people was a thing to me. I was excited. Like if I waved to somebody and they waved back, I was happy to connect with somebody like that, and it was like whoa, that was my thing in life. Like if I could connect with somebody, I'd be happy. I really want to get to know people. So I was like, peace and blessings, scrap, scrap. I see you. My bad for getting back to you a little late. But yeah, I was like connecting with people with something deep, and it's something that resonate with me when I connect with people in a positive way. So seeing different people and connecting with different people, it was like eye opening experience for me. because I was always around black people until like the seventh grade, and then I had different kind of friends, and I was just experiencing their culture. And then some people was like, because I never even seen people as colors until then, because I was always around black people. But when I started kicking it with the other people, it was like we all the same. You know, of course, a little stuff a little different, but we all the same. We all have similar desires. But this is when I learned about racism and stuff like that. And like you said, from my own people, like I learned racism. They was like,
Oh
"Are you
yeah,
kicking with them?" I was like, "What's wrong with them?" I was like, "Is it a difference?" You know? And they was like, you know, they made me
yeah.
think about black and stuff like that. And I was like, "Wow, you know,
That's a pretty good topic because, like, I mean, you've been through it. Like, I'm, I mean, I'm not like a minority really or nothing like that, but I mean, I've witnessed racism myself as well. Like you know, people think like, man, it's just hard to explain, but not everyone's so like racist outgoingly. Some people are very like subtle about it and they don't even know they're being racist. You know what I mean? They're just like prejudiced or something like that, you know? Like
yeah, pushing
you're
hate and
like
not even
I'll
real."
literally say, "Oh, I voted for a certain person or I'm a certain political party," and then this I remember this black man told me I'm racist automatically. I'm like, "Yo, what, bro?" And then he started saying a lot of racist crap to me. I'm like, "Dude, calm down." Like, I love you guys.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're getting mad at me for. But I guess it's just like it's a lot of social media and conditioning people go through nowadays.
yeah,
They think
condition.
everything's just offensive. I guess I don't know.
It is like real touchy though, because like you can't even have fun being who you are, because I like different people and experiencing different cultures. There's nothing wrong with that, but I gotta defend myself, you know, and that's not cool either, because when I first
Yeah,
started experiencing different, like you, with different cultures, my own people was like making it a bad thing. So I was like, nevertheless, I'm enjoying what I'm doing. And then I started looking at it like, wow, people really see color as a thing. And I was like, I'm kind of glad that I didn't experience it earlier in my age, in my life, but a little later on. And then I started seeing it as what it was. Like, it's not nothing but hate. People just hate. Different people want to hate. And it's just hurt people hurt people. They got to deal with something that they're not dealing with. Somebody hurt them and they've been hurting away and they just passing it out. So I try to show those people a little love, a little patience,
yeah,
and a little
yeah. No, I mean I still love everybody, even if they're going through some stuff like that, like and they're confused or whatever the case might be. I understand, bro. I mean, I don't. But the thing, like the way I grew up, I was about to tell you, the only white friend I had, his name was Ashby Snyder. He was a white dude. He was named
my
after like
bad.
a baseball player, I think. But my best friend, his name was Peyton Jackson, dude. He was like 6 foot almost, dude, in like fourth grade, bro. Tall ass motherfucker. But but he was. I only had. I would get in fights all the time. We would always wrestle and crap growing up, and all the people I got in fights with, we became good friends after. Like I remember this dude named Travion. This little dude wanted to. He kept trying to like fight me at recess. I'm like, dude, I don't even want to fight you, bro. Like, leave me alone. What are you being annoying for? Next thing you know, we got in a fight, and then and after the fight, the teacher split us up and all that, and then he's walking home, and he's like, "Hey, Aaron, you want to hang out?" I'm like, "Yo, what's up?" I'm
Yeah,
like, "Bro,
that's
we just
wild.
like, what'd you say?"
That's wild though. Like with guys, especially black guys, because that's how it was with me. Like we'll fight, they want to fight. I guess that's how they test you or whatever to see if you going. I don't know. I have to do that a lot too. Like uh, one guy, I ain't gonna say it. Another dude, he running the messages back and forth. Like Aaron said this, and then dude said that. So we basically said enough to where we finna fight after school at the park or wherever. We sending the location where we finna scrap it out. So we get there after school, whatever. other people around, working around. We fight or whatever, and then right after that, we walking home together, smoking a cigarette. I'm like, what is all this about? Like, this is crazy.
Exactly,
We was best
bro.
friends.
Dude, they would
I'm
be
like,
like
you
these
did smash.
neighbors. Bro, these neighbors would be throwing their cigarette butts out, and my friends would run up. Come on, Aaron, smoke with us. Let's smoke some cigarettes. Smoking cigs, little as a little kid and shit.
Yeah, just bad
God, man.
influence, having fun, doing whatever.
Whatever,
But
bro.
yeah, I don't know. It's
But
weird. Guys, they're like, man, you gotta fight the guys just to be cool.
well, like I didn't.
That's that
Wait,
nigga.
I don't know if I asked you. When you grew up, were your parents like atheist or were they religious people?
They religious people, not
Oh, they
like
were.
nothing sort of Baptist. We grew up Baptist, uh,
Oh, okay.
Christian. Yeah.
Yeah.
So my father, he was a minister, and his father was a minister. They both came
Okay.
from, well, my dad, he come from a generation of nine, and then his mom come from a generation of nine. And my grandmother, rest in peace, Miss Glenn, she was like, she
R.I.P.
was she was a virtuous woman. She was real patient, kind. She had everybody at the crib. Used to. She was like, I don't know. I learned how to be loving by her. Like, uh,
That's what happened with my grandma too, but she just passed away like 3 months ago or something, or like yeah, 3 months ago. But I was living with her actually, and she kind of like leveled me out. You know what I mean? Because I never met a woman like her before. Like just she was a like this doesn't really matter, but she was like a conservative woman, modest woman, and she always brought the family together and everything like that. So she kind of taught me a lot about just how to be loving, you know what I mean, and like and how to like even treat women a little better. You know what? I never really met. I always dealt with a lot of hard headed women in my life, so I never really met someone like sweet like how you described. Yeah,
yeah, because I'd been around a lot of different kind of women, but with her, like, I never really heard her even curse or like, turn up or nothing like that. Like, that's how I deal
right.
with people personally from her. Like, I seen her deal with the most unruly type of people in a passionate manner. Like, so I get a lot from her on that. And then she had us in the church. She didn't force the Bible on us. She let us learn what we learned, and that was that. And I really appreciate that from her. But as far as my parents, like uh that's who they get it from. And they grew up in the church. They participated in the church. And as well as me too, like helping opening up. That's how I learned how to speak or whatever. I used to have to open up the services for my dad, and then
Oh wow.
read the Bible, different stuff like that. So that's how I learned like what scriptures I like or stuff like that, like what scriptures that relate and how to convey a message, how to mic control. But it was
Yeah.
like when I grew up learning about it, it was kind of like it hit me at one point when the Holy Spirit. I think when I got baptized the first time, or maybe a little bit before that, but it was like I felt different. I started feeling the conviction, but not in uh, a way that I was feeling guilty or anything. It was just like an eye opener, or awareness that I didn't have at first, and I was looking at the world different, like a clear lens, and I was like, wow, it's more to life, and it's morals, it's depth to it, and it was like people and all these things, and I was like, wow, and then I got to thinking about how to treat people, how to live forever, and it was kind of like way too much for me. It was like a moment of a reality that just was hitting hard. So I kind of like ran away from time to time because when I remembered that reality was like I don't really want to live forever. You know what I'm saying? I don't really want to do this forever. But then again, I was thinking like as far as the flesh. So I really started getting deeper into it. Was like it's not the flesh, but it's the spirit, and the spirit is something totally different. And it's like I started learning how to balance it out. and stop running and really just like start learning and start getting more comfortable and stop believing and just start knowing.
Well, when
So it
you
was
when you first have that reality hits you, you can't. It's like because that would happen to me as well at the beginning. It's hard to, you can't just accept everything all to begin with and be perfect. You know what I mean? You have to like learn. Like when I like you said something about conviction, but that's what happened to me a lot. And well, the thing was, I allowed shame to overtake my vision. Like I would get so like, oh wow, I'm doing these sins and I don't know how to stop it. I don't know what am I gonna do? And I constantly let that take over my mindset instead of just allowing God to take over, and work for me. Because he already did the job. I just have to submit to him. But I was like, how do I stop watching this bad stuff? How do I stop drinking all this alcohol? Like I just couldn't stop doing it. I didn't know. But at least I felt like in my heart I knew it was finally wrong. Like I used to think this morality was all subjective and it's not real. It's just opinion. So when all that hit me, I'm like, oh wow, I'm not as good as I think I am. you know, like
but then again, that's like we perfectly fine, because that's what it keep on happening because now we're aware that, oh, okay, we can decide on what thoughts that we want to entertain, and we can also decide on what thoughts we don't want to entertain. And it's a battle of the mind. I had to learn that from different Bible studies, different spiritual teachers, and we was dissecting the Bible and dissecting the people that wrote them and the stuff that they went through. And it was like the renewing of the mind. And I was like, that's what really stuck with me the past few years. I don't really remember exactly what verses and stuff like that, but I'll dig it all up and stuff like that. But
yeah,
anyway, it was
I know
like,
what verse you're talking about. Yeah,
yeah, and that's what really stuck with me. Like, even Jesus was tempted. Maybe it was physical, maybe it was mental, but nevertheless, however it happened, even he had to deal with these thoughts or these temptations that weren't so good or aligned with his future. And it probably was making him feel inadequate at times because he was walking from time to time and staying at different people's houses and relying on the land for people to feed him, to clothe him. He never really bought anything or asked for anything, but that's how he was rotating, from my understanding. And to be moving
yeah.
like that, yeah, it's like you gotta really rely on people and trust people. And that was good that people was helping them out. And a lot of people didn't want to help them out. But it's the same with us. Like we tempted with things because we might not have what we need. You might be tempted to steal, you might be tempted to lie just to get your way and advance in life. And the devil will come to you like, look, I have all these things, and this all you got to do to get it. And it's like that from time to time. Sometimes every day, or sometimes every second of the day is like, but God let me know like I have the power to overcome those, and even when I do fail, because I will fail and I will fall from time to time. And that's why these verses back each other up, because he knows like you're going to have times where you're just not strong enough, because it is what it is. You're in a sinking, falling world. You're going to continuously fall. But the only way that you can stay afloat is keeping your attention on me and asking me for help, and not being ashamed that you are a sinner, because we're born sinners and we're going to be tempted to sin. Even if you don't commit it, and you're thinking about it, you basically it's done because somebody else now got the opportunity to do it because you even brought it into the conscious mind. And those thoughts flow, like I was saying, whether you entertain a good thought or a bad thought, either way, both of them are gone because now it's out there. So it's about that balance, knowing like I'm not going to beat myself up because I'm imperfect, but I am going to be aware of when these things come and what's the trigger of these things and deal with the root of that so I can
See,
move forward. And
it's almost like um, it's kind of like really, it's kind of like psychology. The Bible is actually like very deep in psychology if you think about it. I mean, it even says like how our sin comes from our hearts, to begin with. But it also says that no temptation has over can overcome you. Basically, if you don't submit to it, it's all the temptation that's ever been is common to man. Everybody's witnessed some kind of temptation you probably have in your life. You know what I mean? So We just have to figure out how to, like, I was just talking to my uncle about this. He's a veteran and he just went to a rehab center. And I told him, look, if you want to overcome this, all you have to do is just cry out to God and be sincere. Pray to God, even, hey, renew my heart, renew my mind, whatever. Help me. Like, I can't do this by
Yeah,
myself. And then eventually, if you keep doing it, then you're gonna realize God's helping you out. He's gonna change you. And then when you try to go back and do the same things, you're not gonna feel the same satisfaction from it at all. You're gonna want to have God in your life over all the destruction. That's what I figured out a little bit.
yeah. Like you said, you're gonna have those certain nudges, like in those changes of your DNA, because where your mind goes, the attention goes, and the energy flows as well. And that energy transforms your whole being. It becomes who you are. Because the more you seek it, the more that's what's going to be your reality. Your more the things that comes to your experiences in life. Like it's no coincidence now. All of a sudden, he has the experience to have the rehab, and he has you, and like you said, the opportunities to advance, moving in a different scenery. These are all things that's going to help him be the best person he needs to be, and overall, like
He just got a
the
girl
positive.
he got a girlfriend too, and she's been visiting us here in Texas, but they're about to move in together, so he hasn't been married in years, man. So like I met her, she's a Christian woman. I went to church with her a lot. Uh, so I think she's gonna help him out. She does smoke a lot of cannabis though, but I don't care. I don't really care. I like the literally. I was smoking a joint on the back porch in the woods when I first opened up my Bible, and literally I started crying almost. I was smoking, so I don't really blame cannabis, but I understand. I don't smoke like that all the time. Like I said, I get tested, but I do really think it's a gift if you can use it in an appropriate way. I don't agree with being intoxicated all the time because you're just going to be distracted from your mission with God. So, anyways, but I really do support cannabis. It should have been legal already. Like, I already studied about it, and like apparently in the 1930s they made it illegal because this politician this started the war on drugs, by the way. It's the war on marijuana. What happened was they tried to deny black people from insurance claims, and if they tested positive for THC, they did a whole insurance fraud thing. And so basically, if you were a minority in a poor income area and you had THC in your system, you would get denied insurance. So it was some kind of fraud thing going on. I already looked it up. I read all through it. And so really, the fact that it's even still illegal right now, and the main purpose why it was even made illegal is because of some racist bullcrap. It kind of makes me a little like sick in the head a little bit because like I've had black people, like black women, telling me, "Oh, you can't smoke cannabis," and they're trying to drug test me. I'm like, "Do you not know that this should not even be illegal?" And they attacked your own race with this cannabis. And Mexicans, they attacked Mexicans too. People trying to come across the border smoking cannabis or transporting it. They decided to ban all these people. So I don't even know, man. It's just I wish like because I had a judge before that when I had a last case I did, and she's like, "You're fine. Just go get a medical cannabis card and you'll be fine." I have a new judge now, and she's like a conservative black lady, dude. I'm conservative, and I support cannabis legalization. So it's ironic, but she's like, "Oh, you cannot smoke anything. You cannot drink or do nothing." I'm like, uh, and she made me pay for thousands of dollars worth of drug classes just because I said I used to smoke cannabis before. Like, dude, what is? I don't know what's wrong with her, bro. I really don't. But
You supposed to say I recant my statement. I thought I was telling you about my dreams I had or something like
oh yeah,
that.
sorry, I kind of went crazy a little bit. Sorry if I went off.
Yeah, you got to be a little bit discretive when you what you reveal to them people
Oh
because
yeah, yeah.
they'll definitely use it against you. But I don't think that's cool though. Like man, the way that these laws affect you and I, just people who want to do what they want to do, and it ain't really about the insurance and all that.
Well, they would
The
rather me
money
be
and
on
stuff
like
like that.
pills. Like I can't just go get a medical cannabis card from a doctor. Uh, they want me to go take their medications and take all these pills and stuff. Like matter of fact, bro. Let me show you something. I have a, I have this right here just so people will get off my back. I don't even take no pills ever. I don't take medication or nothing. I used to for anxiety, but I stopped taking all that stuff because it actually made it worse for me. But I understand some people are different.
Yeah, but like you said, you got to know what works for you though. Don't let these people tell you what worked for you because they're not you at the end of the day. And then at the end of the day, it's all about if you can comply with them, they can get paid off you, and that's great for them. But as far as your mental health and what's really helping you evolve as a human being, self development and stuff like that, you know, and you pay attention to what's helping and what's not helping, and that's all you're supposed to be doing. But that is crazy though, the way they make these laws just to benefit off the people, the masses, to get paid.
Yeah, if you ever want to look into
However they
that
do.
though, it's called 1933 Marijuana Tax Act, and you can see what happened if you ever want to look into it because it's pretty ridiculous. It's actually pretty ridiculous. It was like a politician about to. He was literally about to like almost lose his job, and he did all these things to get him back onto the economic. He was trying to make himself economically stable, and he did some insurance stuff with these companies. It's just ridiculous. I even like my grandma that passed away. I even showed her, and she's like, "Hey, Aaron," because she's like an old lady though. She was like 87, but she had all these pain problems, and I was like wanting to give her cannabis so bad, bro. But I didn't want her to smoke because she had lung problems. So like I wanted to give her
You
some
probably should get her some.
edibles. Man, I wanted to give her some edibles so bad. And she's like, Aaron, I want to try that stuff. I'm like, no, I cannot smoke you out. Like my grandpa was gonna be so pissed off. No, because he's like a veteran. He's like a conservative Trump supporter veteran. And so I'm like, dude, I cannot give you no. I'm not gonna smoke you out, grandma.
Yeah, my condolences too.
No, it's all good, brother. I went to her funeral. I appreciate you. But yeah, like I just told my friend today. He texted me earlier saying he lost somebody in the family, and I'm like, brother, just keep your head high. Like the sad thing about life, I guess people pass away. What can we really do? You know what I mean? But besides, think about the good times and not try to be like negative. You know what I mean? Like you don't have
Yeah,
everybody passes away at a certain time. You just gotta just reminisce on the good times. Yeah.
yeah. Grieve is a process. That's what I'll be learning. It's a process though. Everybody process it a little different.
Well,
Time
I
is
was in
different.
my
The way they do
apartment
it.
here alone for a month, having to deal with it alone. And like dude, the I didn't see my mom or nobody. Like nobody would even show up just to like be there for me. So I was like sitting here having to deal with all my stuff alone. I already lost grandparents before on my dad's side, but yeah, like I learned a lot just being alone. I had to kind of face my own issues, and I'm like, it was pretty hard because I lived with her and she was the closest woman almost to me besides my mom. But I realized, man, I can't just keep like being destructive or anything like that, you know? So,
Yeah, you can't suffer because that's what we do as men sometimes because that's what we're conditioned to do. But that's the wrong thing. And earlier this year, a few months ago, I had lost my aunt, and it was like no matter what you try to think about, you're gonna have those moments where it's like it was a part of your reality. Your reality is now changed, and it's like
yeah,
emotional disturbance when you like, wow, this ain't my reality no more because I'm experiencing a little different and I'm kind of a little distraught. But there are moments that you'll have those experiences where it's like, how do I move forward? How do I have different reality from this point? And it's sad sometimes. You can have the best day and end it sad, crying because it's like, wow, I'm thinking about somebody that used to be here, and I want to respect their presence, their essence, their energy because they're still there watching, and they're like, I'm good or whatever. However, because it's no coincidence you think about the people when you think about them, but it's like you just want to honor them in the right way and not let it be a thing where you just like you say it becomes something negative and you just be down about it because we all have to transition and everybody going to transition when it's time for them to transition and there's nothing wrong with that, but it's still not an easy process for us to process, the ones who are still here in the physical who haven't transitioned yet.
yeah.
It's a tough thing to talk about, a tough thing to experience, a tough thing to deal with, but nevertheless
Are
it's
your
something that we all have.
parents still around? Are your parents still around, brother?
Yeah, I have a mom, dad still.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering, yeah, because like that's the thing I think will be the hardest for me, bro, in life. I think if my when my mom passes away, I think that'll be pretty hard. But I think everybody else in the family I can kind of deal with a little easier because I'm not like close to everybody in my family really. So you know what I mean? Like, but I just want to like what I was thinking about doing once I get over the things I'm handling right now. I really kind of wanted to like join the military, bro. Honestly, like I don't know if I told you that before, but I think I really do want to join. I mean, I'm gonna continue to work out. I kind of missed it when I was in Galveston at the beach, but I've been working out almost every single day for like 2 months straight. I'm just gonna keep doing it and get a lot stronger. And then once I'm done with this job and all this stuff going on, then I can actually join. I know it might seem if we're in a war or something, if we're in another war, then I'm not going to join. But I would rather join right now with Trump in office. Like I just really would, honestly speaking, with Trump in office because like I know Trump doesn't play around about things. Like if like we have a problem with Middle East or something, he's gonna go and bomb the hell out of me. Like I'm not even trying to. Oh, that's a bad thing to say on live.
Just for
No,
entertainment
but like
purposes.
think about it, bro. Donald Trump was like one of the first presidents, I'm pretty sure, to ever step foot in North Korea. Do you remember when he did that?
I'm not sure.
North Korea was having all these bomb threats to the USA. Donald Trump shows up. He walks right into North Korea and they go have fun and go play with some nukes and shit. He's like, no, like it's just weird. I don't think any other presidents have been to North Korea, bro. That's like a dictatorship going over there.
Yeah,
And
I'm
then
pretty sure.
I don't know, all these stupid wars. It feels like they're all manufactured, bro. Like Ukraine and Israel and the Middle East. It seems all fake, dude. Like they're just doing it on purpose. Like I don't I don't really believe everything I see on TV.
Yeah, you got to question everything. But what would be your main objective of joining the services? Like, is it a personal challenge, mentorship,
Uh,
or is it?
Hey, let me know though if my mic sounds off or anything. I'll try to fix my phone if so. But I think like the main objective in joining the service is like really um getting some kind of career out of it. But also like I think it will help me with my journey, like just walking spiritually, because I really think that discipline is really good for somebody. And I'm trying to like push myself, dude. I realize like, dude, I don't want to be like sitting here losing all my potential as a man, you know, like I want to go all balls out. I mean, not like go crazy and get killed or nothing like that. I just want to like do as much as I can in my life because I've already wasted so much time in my life that I'm trying to just like I don't like basically I don't want a 9 to 5. Oh, sorry, I was off camera. I don't want a nine to
Like,
five my whole life, brother. Like I want to do something bigger than that, and really, I think we're able to do stuff like that if we push ourselves. You know, uh, I
that's
don't
what
know
I
how
was
to. I
thinking.
just think, yeah, yeah.
Structure and discipline. That's
They're gonna
honorable,
shave.
bro.
They're gonna shave my head though. You see these long locks? They're gonna shave that shit off. I'm gonna look like I'm a Humpty Dumpty or something, bro.
Could grow it back.
Forget about it. Yeah, I know.
It's sacrifice, bro.
Like I'm gonna be that dude
That's
sitting on
symbolic
the
to the
porch.
Lord too, bro. I didn't mean to keep cutting you off.
I'm gonna be that dude sitting on the porch with a cigarette in my mouth with hair down long and stuff. No, I don't even know what I'm gonna do after all. I just want to like. I don't even really want a career. Like really, like. Uh, I just want to be in the military. I just want to have a career in the military. Like I don't want to. I don't really care about. I used to want to be like an architect and all these different things, but I really don't know if I care about all that anymore. But I don't know.
And that's fine too, because we always constantly growing. Like I used to want to do a lot of things. I used to want to be a fireman, drive a fire truck. I wanted to be a cop. I played detective with my little sister when I was young. And I still, even to this day, watch a lot of cop detective shows. I'm like, if I
Me
hadn't been
too.
messing up my life, I could have been that and been real good at it. And it's like it's never too
Me
late, bro.
too.
Whatever your dream is your dream, and that's what your heart gonna keep on telling you. Like this is where you need to be because you're needed in that moment. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how your journey gonna turn out. You don't know how your journey gonna turn out, but it's possible. Like you said, like these thoughts aren't random. They're not just a coincidence. No serendipity. That is just the moment that let me. You're leading yourself to where you waiting on to meet yourself at. And I think before you do make any major decisions, at least to reach out to your sister and tell them how you feel about what you thinking about. Get your family support.
Oh yeah. Well, actually, last night, I went to my mom's house last night. Actually, where my sister lives. I went with my uncle because my mom has a pool there, and it was too late. I couldn't go swimming at my apartment pool. They closed it. But I went there and we swam and we had a good time. There was no problems. But my uncle did tell me though. I'm just gonna keep it short because I don't want to like talk about all the personal stuff. But basically, my uncle told me that like my sister said a lot more stuff than I thought she did. So she kind of was saying a lot of stuff, and I showed my uncle all the proof of everything these people were saying about me. It was not true, and he got really upset. So we had to leave the house, bro. We were swimming at like 1 in the morning, but he had to catch a flight at 6 in the morning. So like I woke him up and I gave him breakfast and stuff, and he left my apartment, but like I didn't know all these people were saying stuff bad about me. Like we already talked about that before, but I told my uncle I was just trying to look out for my sister because she's my younger sister, and I just didn't like the dude she was hanging out with because they kind of were like they seemed like they were not that. too good of dudes to be around. And she kind of got upset with me about it, but that's about it. And she got offended, but I just was telling her to watch out because these guys will try to use you and stuff. I think she took it the wrong way. I wasn't trying to control her or nothing, but
Yeah, that's understandable. It's always hard when you trying to tell, but it's a way to do it too. But at the end of the day, it's
no, you're
like
right.
I
Well,
can't tell
brother, I'm
you how to
sitting
do
there every day. I'm sitting there every day. I'm like fasting and stuff, brother. And I'm like reading my Bible every day, doing Bible study. And then I see my sister, she's struggling with mental health problems and she's running around, driving around all night with these dudes. Like, I'm just trying to make sure she's okay, you know? But
Yeah,
I didn't mean to talk over you, by the way. Sometimes it lags, so I didn't mean to do all that, brother.
nah, you good. What you doing is the right thing to do because uh, spiritual power. Like I do that too with my peoples. Like they don't have to know or whatever, right? But fasting and prayer and sending the holy angel, the archangel Michael to go fight those battles because some people are spiritually blind. Some people will never spend time to having that spiritual protectors and guidance. But that's what our ancestors did for us, whether it been your grandmother, your father, your great grandmother. Those people prayed for us. And those prayers still hold weight to this day. So that's what I would encourage you to do, even in your midst of fasting. Like some of this is for my sis protection and to keep her cool until she can have her eyes open and the light to shine into what's important that you try to put out there because maybe she'll receive the information a little later on, but at least you said it, right? And that's all that matters
Yeah,
because sometimes people might be taking the information, but they might not be taking it at that moment the way that you perceive them to be taking it. Like I'll be hearing you be listening at the same time, but it might not look like, what I'm saying? Not me personally, whatever, but the situation when you're trying to
yeah,
teach somebody because some conversations are hard to have and some people will laugh it off, some people will shaky it off, but just the way they're receiving it from their nervousness, whatever, people receive things differently or they choose not to receive it. But the important thing is that you put the information out there so she can have her own discernment when the time comes. And like you say, like
yeah,
when you don't have nothing to talk about with your page, I'll put down things that I'm concerned about, things like at least five different things, different topics that you're concerned about with people in general, whether it be your sister or somebody like your sister that you can help that's dealing with a similar situation. And you can talk about these things and that could be your content.
I kind of want to start going live like every day or so. I just like I need to like change some stuff because I want to like I think we already talked about all that, but I want to get like a new background going and a new profile picture and probably some different things. Probably change up my description. Put like maybe put some like cash app or something in there, or I don't know. Like just get my stuff a little more situated. Uh, but yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. I need to probably start writing stuff down a lot more. Like
You got a pen and paper?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's time to fill that bitch up.
yeah. No, man, my
That
my
helps me a lot. I write.
my uncle's a recovery coach, and he's like a Christian too. And the biggest thing that helped him out was just writing stuff down. You know,
Yeah, not on the phone either. Actually, physically writing it down.
good thing my handwriting's pretty good because if I started writing some stuff down when I'm sloppy drunk, I'm gonna look at the page the next day and be like, "Yo, what the hell? What did I even say?" You know? No, no, bro.
Yeah, But that's a practice of mindfulness, though, you know, because we always think about a lot of things, but like we were saying, it's the battle of the mind. Because what's important to you don't mean that the universe care that that's important to you. It'll give you other things to think about and constantly. So when you write stuff down, it's like, okay, I thought about it. Now I'm seeing it, and now I can remember to think about it because it's like an actual extension of what you had in your mind, and you're consciously now thinking like, okay, this is really important, so I'm gonna stay thinking about this.
It's almost
Like the
like
letter that I'm gonna be reading, I wrote to myself.
kind of like manifesting it. You know what I mean?
It is manifesting it because it's already physically put down, but now it's going to be physically to be touched again. As far as not on paper, but however tangible, whether it's currency of money or a person to be, you know, speaking to or seeing or whatever, right?
Hmm.
It be manifested twice
Yeah,
because you could read an old poem, probably talking about some future stuff, just trying to write sound good, and then you look back at your old stuff, you're like, oh wow, this happened, or I was futuristic ahead of myself, or you know,
yeah,
you'd be surprised at yourself. But nevertheless, you'd be like, oh, I manifested these things way back then because I wrote it down, and subconsciously you'd be creating that way to make it happen.
yeah, yeah. Like if you're reading it every day, you're basically reinforcing the idea in your mind. You know, like because we forget things every day. So if we just keep reading what we want to do and then keep going forward, then we're probably going to get it eventually.
Even if you don't read it a lot, like if you read some out of a book and you take some notes that you write down, you might not remember everything that you read, but you remember what you wrote down
Yeah,
because you read it and you wrote it, so it's like double embedded in your mind. Like even out the Bible, you know, like I don't remember everything I read, but I do remember what books I took notes from, and it's like I remember it all the time. Even with this little notebook I got in my hand, like I wrote down a lot of stuff, but I don't remember everything you hear
yeah,
or what I was thinking about at the time. But if I want to, certain thoughts or certain topics in this book will come to my mind. Like, okay, now I remember some about this because I wrote it down. Like with the letter, right? Like I don't remember everything. That's on purpose because I will remember some things because I've been working at it. It was like this what I manifested, but as far as everything else, it'd be like, okay, how far on point was I or whatever. You know, it'd be unveiled. But it's just like a letter I wrote to myself a year ago.
man,
So that's just another way to
I've been reading the Bible since 2019, bro. You think I remember everything? Hell, no, sir, no, sir. Like that's like even the pastors I used to watch. He was a Pentecost. His name is Derek Trent. He's a Pentecostal. But he focused a lot like on demonology and spirits and stuff like that. He said he read the Bible over 60 times, bro. That's insane. So all those hours and hours of listening to stuff, I still don't even remember everything. You know what I mean? I don't know verses all the time, but like, well, I know a lot of verses. Like, if you told me a certain verse, I would probably be able to finish it. But I don't remember like the actual verse number and everything. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
because it's 60, it's literally like 66 books. And my King James, I'm pretty sure there's 66 books basically made into that whole thing. So it's like, it gets really difficult to remember everything. Like,
Yeah, that's why you got to write down certain key points that you can go back to and reference. Cause I learned like even in school they switching it all up because the importance of writing like you really embedded in your DNA. Like uh, you don't forget these things. Like we used to write in cursive. We used to have to take time to even do that. But it's just a form of writing. Like you know, it's a practice that's helpful. The only way that they really like took it away because the only way that they discourage it is by like you know swiping phones. You could talk to the phone. anything to help you do it automatically instead of physically doing it. Even with thinking and researching, like people don't even in taking
Yeah, they
information. You
have
know what I'm saying?
Chat
Like when you want to
GBT,
look up stuff.
GBT now. They just can go look up an article, copy and paste it, and create a whole essay.
Yeah, and then push it right along. But as far as like sitting down, reading, looking up information, analyzing different information, that's how you really perceive information. You know, a lot of people can look up stuff all day and not remember anything, and they don't really obtain anything because it's just so automated. But the real way to obtain and to analyze stuff is to actually do the work physically, like reading articles, referencing things, and writing it down, and cross-referencing what you wrote down, and that's how you really learn. But that's the way that they trying to tell you, it's like, oh, that's boring, ain't how you should learn. But a lot of people don't obtain information because they're not learning correctly. So it's like, a lot of people skim through a lot of information, but they don't really have the roots of what it is. So it's a lot of gurus in the world nowadays because they skim through a lot of information and they misleading a lot of people. And then all of a sudden, your favorite guru is gone because they got to now go really obtain some information instead of just skimming through a bunch of videos or a bunch of other motherfuckers that don't know shit. They did the same thing. But the people, for real though, like it's catchy. A lot of people real savvy with it, but they don't know shit. They can't go reference nothing because they haven't written anything down. They haven't read anything. They just heard a bunch of stuff, watched a bunch of stuff, and now they think they know a bunch of stuff, but nothing's really enrooted, and they can't really break anything down. But they could
Yeah,
just point you to another
their
person that knows.
attention span is like, oh, sorry. Yeah.
I'm do some shit. Right
I was about
now.
to say they have a goldfish. They have a goldfish attention span nowadays. They only remember stuff for like 8 seconds and then they forget everything.
Because that's the world they pushing nowadays. Like to read a book, it take more than a few seconds, but it ain't exciting. If it ain't exciting,
Yeah.
then shit, I don't really want to spend time with it. But that's the thing about life. Like everybody got the same time, the same hours out the day. Certain people use their time to really get information and level up, and certain people don't. But the ones who is getting information, them the ones capitalizing off reselling the information. Those are the teachers, the people putting out courses, and different stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like the ones you're getting the information from, then the ones who think they know stuff, those the ones that they popular online for a little bit and then they disappear after a while. After they done took a lot of people money and disappeared, like Dr. Umar, the brother Islam, uh, even the one of the person that I was looking after, Rashad Jamal. Come to
Oh, I
find out,
remember
he
that
was putting
guy.
out videos while he was in jail.
I remember that guy.
Yeah, like I heard some stuff about him and I ain't want to believe it, but it's like, your favorite people, they doing a lot of bullshit. And it's like people ain't gonna make up some stuff about you, and it is what it is, right? But when I started doing the research, it's like, the videos I even seen, I didn't even know at the time he was locked up pushing them, and anybody could push videos from jail, but it's like the stuff you in jail for, it makes sense because of the other people that's starting to come out. These cult leaders is what I call them because that's what they got going on.
Um,
And
Damn, I
it's like you got
forgot
to be
that
careful
there's
following
this other black
behind.
dude I used to watch. Damn, I forgot his name. He had like a cult following too. Damn. We,
I think I know you're
oh,
talking
I'm
about
talking
that.
about
Them
like
African girls that used to wear.
spiritual soul. Yeah, you remember him?
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, and they be getting exposed for doing stuff to little kids and stuff like that.
I mean, I don't know much about what he's doing anymore. I don't know if he got exposed or what, but like back in my day when I was
Yeah,
like,
that's why he ain't had that.
yeah. Well, I used to watch all the spiritual stuff. Like I used to watch all these different people, but as I started coming more to Christ, I'm like, you guys are just talking about the same things, man. I don't even want to. It just seems like they're not really giving real information out. They're just kind of ranting or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, some cult leaders,
Yeah.
a bunch of baloney. You know what I'm saying? Because they got a good followers, a good following. I mean, and they leading people to destruction. And once you get to really know these people, you realize they on some old occult stuff, demon worshiping, and they doing a whole bunch of wicked stuff behind closed doors. Like you don't, now you get to see how they got where they at because of the deals that they made,
That's true.
and it's like wow.
Like even like I don't want to like talk about nobody really like that, but um like that one dude, Tyson, that, and all these different people that are like top streamers nowadays, they basically sign deals with all these companies, and they that's how they got where they are, bro. Like dude's sitting in a house, Kai Cenat sitting in a house right next to Diddy's mansion up in LA. And it's like a big ass house. He can't afford that house. There's no way he can afford that house. But all these people like John Cena, 21 Savage, all these rappers and actors are coming on his streams out of the blue. And they're basically in all these companies too. And so they basically sold out. They really did it. And now they have to pretend and put that fake persona on their whole streaming career almost. Like, I don't know. Like, dude, have you seen his video, Kai Cenat, shooting fireworks off in the house and stuff? Like, dude, what the hell? That
Bro is I show speed.
guy, yeah, like, no, I think I
With
should.
Pokemon, when you talking about?
Yeah, no, yeah, yeah. No, I don't. I show speed.
Yeah,
I
that
can
was actually
tolerate.
sweet.
I can tolerate him a little bit, but I just feel like I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too harsh, but I feel like Kai Cenat and all those.
No, 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 no. Speak on it because like I'm older, like you know what I'm saying, like that shit crazy. People sit around worship that and watch it like what? And it's crazy, man. Like where is God at? And then they say this and that, but it's like, come on, man. It's not hard to tell. It's easy to see that the stuff they pushing is ungodly. You want us to eat this food that's poisoning us and glorify all the stuff that's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, come
And
on
they
now.
bring all these women on their streams,
To somebody,
all these women dressed a certain way, like looking like that. And then Kai Cenat's like, come on, time to pray. I'm like, bro, come on. Uh, I don't really think, uh,
yeah,
well, because that's just for me strolling on YouTube on the shorts and stuff. Sometimes they'll pop up in my stuff, and I'm like, dude, what are you guys doing? Why are you guys acting like that just for views? Like, come on. What, I mean, whatever, get your money. Okay, bro, get your money then. But I don't know why ISO Speed has to bark like a dog at the camera just to get a million views or something like that. That's crazy work. I don't know.
because it's trying to tell people and your kids that you not enough, your self worth isn't enough, and to be a little bit of something, you got to do this and that, and go on here and act a fool. Put yourself in a position where you could be in jail and risk it all, or to get yourself hurt by playing with the wrong people. It's like just basically telling the kids you're not enough. You know what I'm saying? Even on Instagram and all this stuff, like
They don't even realize,
it's a way to sell out.
they don't even, I don't even know if they know what they're doing because, like, if you keep acting like that kind of influencer, you're going to make people get a wrong idea about what reality actually is, bro. Like, uh,
Nah, they know
like,
exactly what they doing, bro. They clever. They know
oh, like
exactly
that
what they
one
doing. They
dude,
got
too.
handlers. Like
You
ain't no way
remember,
you could be next to somebody like.
you remember, he's the same dude working in the group with them, Aiden Ross. You remember that white Jewish dude? Remember Aiden Ross?
Yeah, he a streamer too.
Yeah, they were big.
Yeah,
They were the top. Kai Cenat and Aiden Ross were like the biggest streamers, I think, on Twitch or Kick or whatever the hell they use nowadays. I forgot.
yeah. They all popped up out of nowhere, in my opinion. Like no disrespect to their grind, their journey, but it's like, I mean, come on now. To me, they came out of nowhere, and then the stuff they doing is like, wow. Okay,
like industry
it
clan,
ain't my
like
thing,
industry, like they
but it's
just
like
got.
yeah, like yeah, like I don't watch that type of shit. I don't even know why it's popping up on my shorts and my for you page and all this and that. Like it's forced me to watch it. That's how I know about it. Like, oh come on, bro, I don't watch shit like this.
No,
I don't
actually, I
entertain that
used
type
to
of shit.
watch
You know, like
I used to watch Aiden Ross for a little bit in the past because he would have all these rappers on and stuff. I'm like, what's he doing? And then, but he started being too weird. He was
yeah,
like
like
always acting like he was gay or something like that, and then joking around too much, like sexually. I'm like, dude, what? You need to chill out. And so I stopped watching him, bro. He was doing too much. I don't know. Like, I don't care. I
yeah,
don't
like
care if
basically
you
that's
were.
what they do already.
I don't care if people are gay or nothing, but he's just doing all that corny stuff, and he's like mid 20s, like talking to kids and like joking around about all this weird stuff. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like, come on, bro. It doesn't.
Pushing that agenda, like I mean, I don't care about it. When you pushing it, like it's too much. Like just like I don't go on the internet and watch porn. Like you know, it's the same as that to me. Like I don't want to see no gay shit. Like don't push that shit on me. It's a place for it if I want to see it. You feel me? Like even with other people, like I don't be want to see certain stuff on the internet. Like
Well, you're a real man,
they
bro.
should have certain.
Honestly, because like that's the thing about most people I meet, and like my dad, he was never a Christian man, bro. But so when I tell them about stuff like that, like keeping your eyes off of pornography, working out, having actual testosterone in your body. He's like, dude, what are you talking about? You should be sleeping with everybody. I'm like, what do you mean, dude? I'm not like, we're just not thinking on the same. And that dude did martial arts, Buddhism, meditation, all these things when he was growing up, and he still doesn't get concepts of spiritual like maturity. You know what I mean when it comes to things like women or whatever. I don't know, man. But I heard like
He
just
don't concept the virtues.
wait, what'd you say?
He don't grasp the virtues of it. I think he had different motives or intentions on why he partake in those different things.
Well, because that's a mission for me. I'm like, to be honest, the best times in my life is when I was like just staying away from watching pornography and I don't even like actually go on social media. I don't. People can do whatever they want, but the only social media I have is actually YouTube. I don't like to go on Instagram or nothing because I already know there's going to be some crap I don't want to probably see. You know what I mean? So I just,
Basically, a porn site, ain't it?
well, basically so, isn't it? At this point, and even like Snapchat, I have Snapchat because I text friends and stuff, but I don't even want to go in there and look at nobody's stories because I already know what's going to happen, bro. These women are trying to like thirst trap you and all this crap. I even get mad at the women too.
Yeah, I got off there.
I get mad at the women for that. Like, why would you? Like, everybody needs to learn better morals nowadays, dude. Even the women, I'm like, why are you doing that to yourself? You need to have some self respect and also stop doing that to men. We shouldn't be trying to make men thirst after your body like that. So it's just, I get kind of disturbed, you know, but I'm not.
It's unattractive. Like if I see a girl half naked on there, like I don't want you. The whole world has seen you already, you know. And if I do, it's only in a sexual way, and after that, then I'm done with you.
Yeah, that's, you know, I don't
But
know.
at the
That's what
end of
I'm
the day, it's
saying.
like, yeah, I hate to be honest with you, but yeah, that's that.
Dude,
And then it's
we're all
like they
men.
on
We're
there like,
both
okay,
men
I'll be
here. We're
different.
men. That's what happens. But we're trying to aim for something a little bit higher than being like a animal or something. Like,
Yeah, it's like you don't have no value to yourself. Like, how you gonna try to have me value you when you don't have no value?
it's very
Now that's the
confusing.
thing. Like, a lot of them don't have nothing to offer.
No,
and that's all you have your body to offer, then it's like, yeah, you ain't got nothing to offer. When your body beat up and no and worth, it's like don't nobody want you. And men don't look at that as value. You know what I'm saying? You got to bring something to the table. That's why they created these the dolls, the all this other extra shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they like they go get it from somewhere else.
Yeah.
But it's crazy though. They think that's really value or something, and then it's like, come on, man.
No, that's
I
what
don't want to be
happened when,
bombarded with that stuff all day long.
like, when I was in high school. I was even like an atheist basically at the time. But what happened was this girl was trying to like say, "Oh, Aaron, I want to date you. I want to get together and we can build like a whole family, all this weird stuff." And but the thing is, I knew something was wrong with her. I know she was kind of being a liar about some things. And next thing you know, I get told that she slept around with all these different men. And I'm like almost thinking to myself, "Thank God." Now I think it. I'm like, thank God I didn't go sleep with that woman because she was a liar. And if I got myself caught up with her, dude, I would have been hurt way more than I already did. Got hurt. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
so it's, I don't really like to date,
you don't want
dude.
to catch
Dating
none
is
either.
kind of
'Cause
messed up to me nowadays. I don't know if it's just, I'm like, dude, I'm way younger than you, brother, but dude, I don't even like to go date, bro, unless I find like a, that's what I was talking to my uncle about. I'm like, dude, where do I go? Where should I go to find a girl at? Should I go to church or something? Like, God, man. Like, I don't even know. Maybe I just don't want to get involved right now. Maybe I'm kind of focused on what I'm doing. But eventually, I want a girl that's like on top of her stuff better than me. I don't mind if a girl tries to correct me, like, "Hey, Aaron, you need to like take a step back and get right with God or something." I'm like, "Okay, yes, ma'am." I don't want a girl that I can't trust or doesn't have her values correct, because otherwise I'll just stay single. I don't even care. Like, you get what I'm getting at?
yeah, this the thing though. Like, really, all you got to do is just stay focused on your stuff, and the
Yeah,
girls that you like, the girls that you look for, they gonna come to where you at because they already know. Like, okay. And this another thing. The number one thing. This the secret. If ever you chasing after a girl, they gonna always be running. Whatever you chase after is gonna always run,
yeah,
because that's what he's doing. So that's the wrong way to go after, like don't even start chasing. All you gotta do is just pursue your dreams and your goals and be on top of that and make sure you stable. So then when you busy doing whatever you doing, the type of chick that you like, she gonna align herself. She gonna put herself in position.
that's
Cause this one thing
that's
about
what
females,
happened with
like
that
they
girl
already
I was
know.
telling you about, brother. I That's how I learned kind of young about it. I was like chasing after women and stuff, and then they wouldn't like that. They
Tell
don't
me
want
that
you to
again.
chase after them like that.
Nah, cause they busy playing games. For real. And then if you you chasing out them, then now you get them time to play with you or whatever.
Right.
But another chick, like, she gonna be like trying to get on your level because she gonna know, like, damn, this dude, he don't got time for the game. So, that's the only thing she got to offer is to be where you at, me where you at, and try to get on your level type shit. Then she'll be able to try to help level you up because that's all she really got to offer is that.
Yeah. Well,
Other
I
women who got
still
more to
talk
offer, they
to a
busy doing
girl.
their
But,
thing.
oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. It just lags so
Yeah, if she
much,
ain't busy,
bro. My bad.
you good. Yeah, you don't want to fuck with no chick who got too much free time. Cause she easily led astray. A motherfucker who ain't got no purpose in life, that's anybody. They are already being led by somebody else because they don't got no direction.
Yeah,
But if a motherfucker meet you where you headed, then y'all could go the same way together. Especially when you working on yourself People gonna be working on themselves as well, and y'all gonna be figuring it out together.
Right. That's why I kind of like, I'm thinking like the military might help me out a bit when it comes to finding a female, but that's the problem too. I don't want a girl that's in the military sleeping around with everybody, but because you know that does happen. But yeah, like I just want a girl that actually can. No, it does have. I've already seen the videos, bro, on YouTube. Like, all these, they sleep with the
But that's
whole.
what people experience, though. Like you're gonna
Mhm.
attract what you are. You know what I'm saying? If you focus on stuff like that, then you don't. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're right.
You can't
Yeah,
control what people do.
I'm thinking too hard about it. I think I just had a long day,
But
bro.
if you
That's all.
attracting that type of stuff, yeah. If you out there participating in that type of energy, that's what's gonna come from it. But if somebody do you wrong, then just look at it like that's them and fuck them. Don't keep giving people chances to fuck you over.
No, for sure.
Get
Yeah,
them one chance.
yeah. No, that's true, man. Like when I was trying to sleep around with women and stuff like that, that's all I attracted was bad, bad crap that come my way.
Yeah, that's universal law. You get what you give.
Yeah,
It don't matter if you
that's why
trying to
I'm just
hide
like,
it or not. You know what?
well,
Like
like what I was
you
gonna
can't really.
tell you though, like the thing is I've had this friend, she's a girl, but she's already like been married and she has like a kid and stuff like that. So I kind of, but I've been like her best friend for like literally like, dude, probably almost close to 10 years, bro. Like, so I was pretty young when I first met her, but yeah, I still talk to her and everything, and we were gonna go to the beach and stuff like that soon. Um, but she does have a kid and all that, so I gotta like if I ever got with her, if we ever went that way, I don't know. I really don't know, but if I did, I would just want to be like a little bit better financially secure and everything. You know what I mean? That's all.
Yeah, yeah, because you don't want to go burden no female. You know what I'm saying? That's not cool. You don't want no female to come burdening you.
Yeah, or a child. I want to make sure my if I have a child I'm looking after, I'm trying to make sure they're going to be okay. You know.
Yeah, be able to help out and provide. Even if you just got knowledge to resources, that's help as well.
I mean, I do have pretty good income right now currently, but I'm trying to have a career where I'm like I was telling you before, I literally co-own a business, a pool cleaning service. So we have like almost 130 or more customers, and the amount of money I can make just from that, that's how I paid this apartment off until like for a whole year till like June next year. So I don't have to worry about no kind of, I already prepaid everything. So I basically am living like without a worry, but I just like, I don't know, bro. I kind of want to get a house or something too, or something like that. Maybe I have to look into my uncle was trying to send me some stuff about XRP investing, and I might look into that to see if I can make some money. Yeah, because he just started investing
Don't
into
look
it.
too long, bro, because shit, the prices keep going down. I think it's gonna reach $2 no more. If you got at least
Oh,
like
for
10
real?
bucks.
You
Yeah, it's
mean the
like three
prices
dollars
are
for
going
one
down
right
for
now.
the
I got
value, the return, or the price of the each
I'm saying
stock?
it's not gonna go the price of the value of the coin it's not gonna go lower again. So like
Uh,
if you keep waiting, you might miss out on a low price to get in.
so you think I should
Like when I
invest in it?
first
Because
got
I can do
into it,
that this week.
yeah. It's other coins too that's cheaper than that.
See, I don't know much about
But
all
yeah,
that stuff. That's why I'm like. I'm still trying to learn, bro, because I don't know much about all these different coins and all this stuff like that.
Shit, if you got a little money to put to the side, at least $100, and
Yeah.
that you ain't gonna, dabble in, that money will start working for you. That's more than enough to get you decent. You could put 50 on one and 50 on something else. But yeah, he telling you
Well,
right
the other,
though. Before it's too late.
yeah, that's what he was telling me. He's like, you better invest now. But my other uncle that just left, um, he actually invested in it and he made a big return back. But he sold everything and just spent it on some bullcrap. He was spending his money all week long, and so he wasted all his money
But
instead
that's
of
cool,
letting
bro.
it build. It's whatever.
Because once you know how to do it, you always know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's probably why he do it,
That's
just to
true.
have a little play money.
Yeah.
But I mean, as far as you, you wanna you wanna do your thing with it. But this is an opportunity to have some extra income. It's passive income. Like that's what I did with my XRPs. I already profit off of it, and I spent the majority.
No, that's
But shit, it's
fine to have
multiple
some
coins you could
money.
be profiting.
Yeah. Well, like what
Yeah,
I do,
but you
like the
want to
other
hold
day
on.
when I was. Yeah. Well, the thing is, I also like I'm on like QMe, Five Surveys, Free Cat, all these different sites I use, and I can make like probably just $40 chilling here and there during the day, bro. I've been doing it for years. And
Yeah,
so I figured out how to kind of work the algorithm when it comes to, how you get declined for surveys and stuff like that. I basically figured
yeah,
out how to beat the algorithm. And so I'm sitting here making all this cash. And that's why I was saying the other day, I'm like, dude, I need to make some money. That's what I meant. Because I try to make at least like between the 3 or 4 apps I have, I try to make at least like $40 or so, and then I can just
yeah.
go. I
It
can
ain't
either
nothing wrong
save it
with
or spend it. I mean,
the thing
hmm?
is, like, you want to have multiple ones, like, you know what I'm saying? Even those cool, and then add a few more, like with the I got different crypto, and then like, so basically, like, it's kind of like having multiple survey apps. You got multiple apps you could generate from, but the difference between is like they generate you. All you do is purchase a few and then let it sit, and then pay attention
Oh
to a
yeah,
little, a few often check what's going on. It's a different strategy to leveling up, but nevertheless, like it's basically like you watching you know how to analyze basketball games, right? Like your favorite sports or whatever sport, you kind of know what team's
hmm,
going to win that game, right?
right.
Or yeah, you kind of like to analyze what might happen. It's the same as with this. Like you watch what's going on and you kind of analyze what's going to happen as far as if you want to gain capital for the day or you want to gain capital for the week or for the month. And with the cryptos, they got a thing called staking. So it's like
Oh yeah,
with a bank account, you put money in your savings and APY or whatever. That's what it is with the staking. Like you'll put it to the side and then you let money be made by just holding on to it.
yeah. I've heard of that
Different
before.
coins do that, and then different coins more massive amount. Yeah. So that's what I got going on. Like I got some ADA coins, Cardinal. They staking for me, so I get paid every Thursday from that. Different little stocks that you hold on to, and they pay you monthly for that. So it's like different strategies to generate a few at a time, and also you get a 1099 form, an investor's form for your income taxes.
Oh yeah. Well, good thing my I actually don't even have to worry about it really because my mom actually signed me on her tax form, so I literally I don't even have to pay taxes really, bro. I don't. So
Yeah, if
like
you
when it
invest,
comes
then
to
you'll get a little extra back too.
well, you're right because I did have to do the 10-9. Is that what it's called? Or W-9? I forgot what it's called. I had to do some
So W
form
nine is like
when
a
I was
W
doing.
nine form. The W
Yeah.
twos, the W9s, yeah, W2 forms. Those are basically like for the general public, whoever work under somebody's corporation or business, and but as a sole proprietor or
Oh yeah.
individual investor, entrepreneur, you get a 1099 saying that you made money off of uh, whatever
Oh,
source
that's
you
what
made
that
money off
was.
of, and
That's what it was.
you get 1099 is an investor's form. Like if
Yeah.
you do stocks
Well,
or if
because
you do
they sent me
any
that
kind of
whenever I started doing the surveys, and then I put it in a I started investing in these stocks. That was like 2 years ago, and they made me fill out a big form. I think it was the 1099. Yeah.
yeah, every year you do it, every year they'll send it.
Yeah. Well, last year I got signed on my mom's tax form because I'm like, Mom, I made like all these thousands of dollars, and I don't want to have to pay like all that money back to them. And so she's just like, I'll just put you on my tax form, and then you'll be fine. And then they got more money back actually from that, because like last year I made on this app called Qme alone, I made thousands of dollars, bro. So that's one of my best apps I've used. But not everyone knows how to do it correctly. Like they were like, dude, I don't know how you make all that money. I try to put my uncle on, but I wake up at like I'll be up at like 4 in the morning sometimes, and I'll just do it for 3 hours, and I'll make like well, I know it's not a lot, but I'll make almost close to like yeah, like well on that app alone, I can make up to like $50 just chilling. Like some of the surveys, most of the surveys are just watching videos, so all I have to do is just click play and then set my phone down. You know, like I don't even have to really do nothing.
Yeah,
So, but five surveys used to be really
yeah, with the
good with
crypto,
me, dude. I literally could make like, I used to be able to make $20 to $30 an hour, almost, not like an hour and a half probably on five surveys. And now I don't know what happened. That was probably a year and a half, 2 years ago. But now it's like it's harder to get the
maybe
surveys.
with the
Wait, what'd you say?
but with the offers they be paying though. With the offers, that's what I've been doing on there lately with the offers, because they've been paying a lot just to play the games.
No, you're right about that. Yeah.
So yeah, I be and then they do the half surveys. I don't like that because it's like more time. I'm
Well,
like, damn.
when I first started on five surveys, bro, I would get full surveys for like two 2 minutes. Like there was no such thing as half
Yeah,
surveys.
it was like yeah, they was like applying. I mean, accepting you for all of them. You was approved to do them, and I was making a few little bucks off that too, off the surveys. And then it was like they started slowing it up, so I started doing the offers.
But the
But
reason I know
the offer is
why,
decent though. Like you
oh, I
put it
did
on.
offers too. I did the offers too on the games. I was making some pretty good money, extra money off of that. But the problem with five surveys is you have to withdraw at $5 each time. So sometimes I would have like 19.99 or something like that, or 19.70 or something, and I couldn't withdraw all the time. I still have extra money just sitting on my account because I can't even. I haven't been on five
Yeah,
surveys in a long time. Mm.
but yeah, that's why I've been using the cryptos and stuff like that because
Right.
they move a little different,
Hmm.
especially with the newer coins coming out. And plus, people could create their own coins as well. That's what I've been working on, trying to create my own coins. But like, it's different little apps that you could use to get free coins, and then you'll be in the know. Like with the XRPs,
Oh
it was
yeah.
an app I was using called Binance, but it's not in America. They now got it in America for use, but anyway, that app was connected to another app, and they was basically mining those coins for me for free. And
Oh
I stopped
yeah.
using it for a while. And now all of a sudden, they $2. Like I could have had millions of coins if I would have just bought a few or kept mining a few.
Oh
And
god.
that was a good come up right there too.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like now, like I'm more aware of what's going on with that, so I don't miss out on any. You want me to show you an example of that stuff or whatever?
Yeah. You can always email me too if you ever want to
That's what
show
I be
me
showing on
anything,
my
bro.
videos too, because that's what I do. Like,
Well, yeah,
because what I
sometimes,
be doing is
dude, I try to get, sometimes I'll like, my sleep schedule's so messed up. I'll try to watch your streams and I won't ever be able to catch you at the right times, but I have notifications on. So, like, sometimes in the morning, I'll wake up and I'm like, oh, he's live. So I'll watch you while I'm laying down. I'll listen to what you're saying. I'm not always like, always typing in chat because I'll be so tired sometimes. Or I'll be like taking a shower with you on the speaker, but I'll be listening. I'll be listening to you at random ass times. Bro. I'm just being
I got to
honest,
get more
bro.
consistent with my scheduling.
No, you're good. I think your schedule's probably pretty good though, huh?
Kinda, I could do better though. I just been trying to like work on a few things. But yeah,
Yeah.
this like the Robinhood app right here. Let me pull this up
Oh
so
yeah,
I
that's the
could.
one you sent me a link to. I was trying to sign up, but the thing is, I just opened a new bank account, so I'm gonna have to do that
You
whole
can use
thing.
PayPal.
Oh yeah, I can use PayPal. Okay.
Yeah. So like these are the cryptos over here on the side. Like I just got one XRP because
Oh
like I don't
yeah.
want to miss the moves, and I got one on this app and one on another app. But it's like 295. So this is the best time to buy some because when I had first bought in here and I cashed out, it was at like 211, which was still high at the time. I'll go to my history.
So how much do you think I
This is
should?
how my
You
history
think I
was me
should put
buying.
like $100 in or what? How much should I put in?
It just depends on you. Like, I'll stay watching. Like, the best thing to do. Hold on, let me go back. Like the ones that you really want to capitalize off of is the ones that's cheaper. So, and the ones that's making a bigger move. Like this 299. So it's basically $3. And the ones that you could do stuff like, if you got 100, I'll buy some Solana because that's gonna be like the next Ethereum. Like you see how high Ethereum went from like 2,500,
Oh yeah.
and just to have one coin. This would be like the next Bitcoin. We'll go back to like 1 year ago.
Oh, I see what's
They
going
was at
on
two
here.
thousand. So for a whole year, they done went up 18%,
Dang.
and they had four
Yeah.
thousand
My
currently. 400.
my uncle texted me
Oh,
like
let's go
he
back up.
texted me like a week ago. He was telling me to invest in some of that right now. But I was at the beach and stuff, and I didn't
So
realize he
like
was
a couple
calling me
years.
at that time.
Yeah.
Wait, what did you
So
say?
like if you had 300, 400, and you bought at least one, that would have turned out to a $4,000 profit. And then if you go like to Solana, like Solana almost like 200 at the moment.
God,
Well,
man.
here goes Solana right here is 177. So like this gonna be the next Ethereum. It's gonna be like $4,000 by the end of next year maybe. Solana. So I look at the last 5 years, they was $2. So if you bought like $100 worth of these, you would have been up right now.
It
That's just
seems
like the
like
XRP is like they almost like $2.
how far back is that? Where it's at its peak up there in the past? Was that like high price or what?
That's the next year. That
Oh,
was
okay.
the next year. Like if you bought in the first year of October, say well at least September or August, whatever, right? Because well when it was like $2 to $3, you could have waited till it went down again in October.
Oh,
This
yeah.
kind of like XRP happening right now, like $2 to $3.
So
And then
was
if you would
that
have bought in
higher?
at the October, November,
Was that higher in the past than it is right now?
uh,
Looks like it, huh?
what it is right now, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
253,
Damn, bro.
249. So it actually beat that price. It got a little bit higher, but right now it's not that price.
Mm.
2021, it got as high as $249. But November 2022, it got as high as $253. So every November it gets pretty high. And as you can see, like we're getting close to November again, and it's $100. It hasn't been that low again, but it may go as high as $300 in November. Who knows? But currently it's at 178
Yeah, you
for the
remember
past
I'm a
week.
November baby too, man. November 13th. So like, yeah, I'm probably gonna have to spend some birthday money or something. Like way before that, I guess.
And now is the time. If you spend it and hold on to it, you'll be able to cash out on your birthday if you buy some of these,
Yeah,
or if you buy a one up. But my thing is like, let me show you, like what I was showing you now, right? With that, what that's doing, that's similar to what XRP is going to be doing, around the $2-3 range, and then it shoot up. Like you see, they've been hold on,
well, that's why I use
like they
those
was like,
apps I do, so I can invest and stuff without having to spend like out of pocket money. You know.
yeah, with this you get free $5. You just have to cash it out within like once it settle in within like a day or two, and then you could just spend that money on buying some crypto, and you could add to it or not.
Mm.
Because on here they give you $5 worth of shares, and then you'll just sell that $5 worth of shares and
Oh
buy
yeah,
crypto.
yeah,
Yeah, and then with the shares, like I got some shares still though, because with these you get paid dividends the same as with the cryptos. But like when I stake the Cardinal, is what I'm doing with it's just sitting there growing me get money, and I get paid
yeah.
every month. But this is
By
my
the way, I wanted to
retirement
ask
account.
you real quick. Oh, that's your retirement. I wanted to ask though about this app, brother. Is this like a new app you've been using for streaming?
Yeah, because I owe
Okay.
on the other one. They be trying to tax. They keep on hitting me up for payments. I'm like, I don't got it. I'm like, if I got it,
No,
I'll.
I saw.
Yeah,
Like, are
but
you talking about the StreamYards, the subscription on there?
yeah, StreamYard.
Yeah.
They keep on asking for
Oh,
payments,
I'm
and then
looking
when
though. You wanted to show me you got a retirement account going, you said?
yeah, that's on the same app. That's what I'm showing now.
Oh yeah.
Let me try to move the camera around. But yeah, on there, like you got your regular investment account, and then you got your regular like your investment, and then your retirement. I mean,
Yeah.
like it's all at the top right here, like the retirement account,
Give me some more water.
and then my retirement account I got this, and then in investing I got cryptos and stock. These are the cryptos over here, and then the stocks at the bottom. So this kind of up right now. But yeah, you can have both, and then they'll go strictly to cryptos, and then my retirement I got they only got stock. So we up like 9 cents or 7 or 9 or 2 months today.
Oh yeah.
And this just for my stocks that's in my investment account, and the rest of it all crypto. But like that, like you could use your $5. Well, no, not really. Well, they probably would give you $5 worth of shares, but I don't think they give you nothing that pay dividends
Yeah.
like that. Show you too, they pay dividends right here. It's pretty high percent. So that's kind of like a bank account. Whatever you put in there, then you get paid that the percentage yield or whatever. So that's how I use this kind of like a bank account, but with stocks. Like I get paid for holding a certain amount of shares,
Yeah.
and then they pay me every month for holding on. That's one strategy, and then the other strategy I do is with the cryptos. Like I'll show you which ones I got. Like these are the cheapest ones. Like these ain't even a dollar yet, or even 20 cent. But I got 2 million of these,
Oh yeah.
and like you can spend like $25. Yeah, see, 2 million
Oh
three
yeah.
hundred 22,000, and it's only $24 worth of the whole thing in cash, but in cryptos is that. And then I'm already down like $2, so it's like 26 actually,
Oh
and it's
yeah.
like
I see
10.
what
So I
you're
bought in
doing.
at 11. I bought in at 11, but I've been had these for a while though. So like if I would have bought in today, then I would have bought in at a good price. Like August 17th, I bought some more, but I've been holding on to these since August 1st
Oh, I
at a
see what
dollar
you're
92, and
doing.
I just
Yeah.
been buying in. Yeah,
You just kind of let it sit in
so
there,
that's how they
then,
added
right?
up.
You're just letting it sit in there.
Yeah, 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 because they ain't even really launched for real though. Like if you go back 5 years, like they've been out on the market, but they not yet.
Oh yeah.
And then as soon as they start they pre-launches, they've been going up, and that's like November too, like around your birthday. Well, actually December 6th.
Oh yeah.
So I'm waiting on that move too. Like you see how they've been making these major moves, and then you can see like to the top left
I
of
wonder why it's like.
under.
Do you think it's because of holidays or something like that? I don't know.
Yeah, it's because of the holidays. People, this is a gift that they buy for their kids, the grandkids, or they want to come into the new year with the money.
Yeah.
And also because like people indoors, people shop online, and this is something online that they be checking in. They're like, well, I'll own some coins because you see, November, December is when it's like gloomy. Everybody indoors now; they're not outside as
Yeah.
much. So now they online shopping, and then they want to hold on to the next year because look how long it lasts to like February, basically like around. It popped again around. Let me see, February, no, January
Oh
3rd.
yeah.
So around the New Year's, people want to buy a little bit more, and they think they're gonna ride the hype, but really they missed the hype, and it
Yeah.
it slowly fade away again to the end of the year again.
That's what sucks because I would have told my mom even like, damn, I should probably get her on this. Tell her and start investing a little bit money because they make pretty good money. So I don't want her to wait till tax return though. I want her to probably do it before like probably like in the next month or something. I think that's what I got to do. Probably I probably have to invest in that in the next month or like probably like actually two
Yeah, most
weeks. I bet I
definitely.
could do that. But I've been saving up a little bit of
So,
cash,
yeah,
so I could probably spend like probably $200, $300 just to make a little investment in that. And I bet if I did get a return in November, I bet it would be pretty good, maybe. So I don't know.
yeah, at least a few thousand. You see how this like around 12 o'clock? That's when it start over. But you see how it's like it just went down. That was the resistance, and now it's shooting back
Oh
up.
yeah,
This what all of them going. I'll show you my investment. And then what's crazy about it, like all of them do the same thing. So it's like I don't gotta really worry about nothing because they all doing the same stuff. You see now they all starting to bounce back up,
yeah,
one at a time, back green. And overall, my mate overall count coming back up like it just boom boom. So all of these doing the same thing, and majority of them is under a dollar, except this one. I had way more of these, but I don't want to miss the move.
oh, yeah,
But I bought in a little too early. It was like $3 or 11 cent when I bought in, or 3.10. But either way it go, like the ones that I bought in, like this one gonna start staking. This one gonna start staking. This one new and popular, people not talking about. This is another one that's bumped. People not talking about like the stuff that I'm getting. The mainstream not talking about like the big banks. They got majority of these, and when they move, the markets move because they got majority of few millions.
Oh, bro,
And I
I
be
was just
watching the
thinking
articles,
about
reading the
something.
articles because like
Have you ever went gambling before, bro?
yeah, but I like for sure bets. Like like I ain't really a
Oh
gambler
yeah.
like that. Like I'll play for fun, maybe every now and then if I get some money to play with. But
Oh yeah.
nah, I don't do the gambling. This is
No, I don't.
gambling as well because ain't
I
nothing.
like to play blackjack a lot. That's why I was just asking. I didn't know.
Uh, well,
Yeah,
this to me is kind of like
I play a lot of blackjack. I'm not gonna lie, brother, but it's online and stuff like that. So I'm not even like I can't even gamble in my state. I have to go and gamble, and I have to use like a VPN and stuff like that. So
yeah,
I'm not recommending none of that. But I don't really. I shouldn't have probably said that.
yeah. Like I like for sure money because I make a lot. So it's like I don't want to play with it on like unsure things. Like with these, I got history with it. I could read the analysts. Like I could see
Yeah.
I know what I'm getting into. But with that is like the energy is finicky and I don't really know. Like I like for sure bets.
The reason why I do that though is like whenever I do play blackjack, I usually play with like five people, and so there's a lot of people that like that will just keep doing max bets and stuff online. Like they get really cocky about it. And I'm just sitting back and I'm letting them do what they want to do. Next thing you know, I already know how the cards work and how the whole thing is set up. So I'm getting the best thing and I'm waiting for them to keep going and going, putting more money in. Next thing you know, I can win like 20, $30 and I only put in like $2 or $3 because I'll just call or I'll if I'm really about to lose, bro, I'll just fold and I'll just let them win. So what if they took a couple dollars off me? But usually I'm pretty good at blackjack because these people just don't know how to calm themselves down. They just keep going crazy,
Yeah,
spending all their money.
but it's similar like that with this. Like I mean, I'm in a hole a little bit, like probably $4. But at the end of the day, like I ain't really got to worry too much because it's working itself. And
Yeah.
then I know like how I basically kind of I know how it goes every day. Like around 12 o'clock, if the people been buying these tokens throughout the day, then they gonna get tired and they gonna stop. And then the people that have been like, it's kind of like this, right? Like this been pushing popularity all day, so a lot of people just got in, and then the people that got in, they raised the prices, so the people that been in, they took out in profit, and it's going back and forth like that. So as far
Are you talking about 12 a.m. in the morning?
yeah, like right now,
Oh, okay.
the market
Well,
started
yeah, I forgot what your time zone is, bro.
Eastern.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So basically, the markets start over again, even on the stock markets. Every Eastern around 12 is the charts, and even with the cryptos, the blocks they keep blocks like this, and with banks they keep ledgers. So at like 12 o'clock, they put on a date, okay, a brand new date. Whenever the banks open, we'll start taking notes on what money has been moved and stuff like that, and writing receipts or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
So yeah, on the same as with this. Like every 12 o'clock, they start a new block, and they show like, okay, today's the numbers that's moving for today, like around the four. They do it like every hour, every 4 hours, and stuff like that. Like I could break it down, but I'll put a video out for that. But every
Yeah.
12 it starts over, and depending on how it's been going before that day, people might just get tired and they'll be done, and then they'll start back in a little later on. Like it might be movements around 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. People will start buying in again.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry. My uncle just texted me. He said he made it to the because he had to travel up to well, I'm in Texas if you forgot, but he had to travel up to Arkansas, and then he's gonna meet up with his girl when he's done out of that rehab place, and then he's going up to Michigan. So he's gonna start a job in the cannabis industry. Dude, you know what? I really wish I could find that. I might just look a little bit while I'm on the phone with you because my uncle had a whole dab pen and he lost it. I don't even know how could he lose that pen. That was like a $40 pen.
Yeah, they easy to get lost. Like I got some carts now without a pen. I'm like, damn, I keep losing the pen. I was asking them earlier this week, like where to get the pens from for the low. They're like 10, 20, 20
Well,
bucks.
that's the thing. Like, actually, but we were in at the beach. That's why it costed so much. But my friend has like he he did sell a lot of weed here in Texas, but he opened up a dispensary up in Oklahoma. So I get like gram dab pens for like $10, $8 to $10. Bro, I used to just buy. I don't really smoke much right now though, but like I would buy like $150 worth. You know what I mean? Dude, I would have so many dab pens and they would last me so long too. I think that's a pretty good price for a pen. Oh wait, you guys have pens up there though? Pretty good price, huh?
It depends. Like we got disposables too, like for $3. But see, we've
Oh
been having
yeah.
it for a while though, and it's like competition. So if they is trying to charge much, they're gonna be sitting on the shelf, and they already know that. Like ain't nobody finna buy that shit. If the prices ain't right, or if it's too much, then they gonna take that shit because they get their shit took out here too.
Well, the thing is, when I had my medical cannabis card, I bought dab pens because what the hell? Hold on. Why is there an empty bottle of medication on the ground? That's weird. I guess it's my uncle's. But yeah, like since I had a medical cannabis card, you're not really actually like allowed to smoke weed in public or nothing like that in Texas. So I had to just smoke on dab pens, so like nobody would get pissed off at me.
Yeah,
Like, plus I can smoke inside with the dab pen with no problem. I don't mind if I smoke weed inside the house, but because the smell will be gone, like out of this apartment. No, the neighbor, like, dude, I'll walk down because I'm on the second floor. If I walk downstairs, this black couple below me, dude, I always smell weed coming through their door. But all I would have to do is just close the vents, turn off the fan, put a towel by the door, and just smoke in my living room or whatever. I don't really care.
yeah. Or open the window and go
Yeah,
outside.
yeah, I can do that too. It's just the problem is like there's always these kids playing outside, and I didn't want them smelling that shit.
The smoke gonna raise up. If they trying to
Yeah.
smell, here they being too nosy. They let their ass get the fuck on.
Dude, those kids, man, they need to get their shit together. They had their dog outside. I don't know if I told you about that. They had their dog out, and that dog attacked me one day. I was just trying to walk to go get a bottle of liquor, and the dog started like he ran up on me barking, and he tried to grab me by my arm and stuff. Man, I told that dog, I was like, you better get away from me right now. And then he like backed up. I was about to go crazy on him, but the kids were outside. I didn't want to like do nothing violent or nothing to a dog. But
Yeah,
gosh,
man, that'd be irritating. Man. People be
but
knowing what
I
they.
am literally I'm in the north side of Houston. I'm like in a kind of ghetto area a little bit. I mean, I still have to pay. I have a 2 bedroom apartment, but I have to pay like I think 1,400 a month. It might not be that much to you, but damn,
Yeah,
bro,
that's
in Texas, yeah, that's the price that my parents pay for a 4 bedroom house. Like,
yeah,
so
for more. I be listening to like some hippie music sometimes, like hippie sabotage. That shit be banging. It'd be like
yeah. Oh man, I get to do whatever I want at this crib, though, so I don't really mind. It's good. Like I kind of no, I like this place. I honestly do. I'm paid up till June, so I'll be good. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
look under this damn bed. See if my memory drops this damn thing. I don't even know how many things I pulled out. God, man.
All right, I'm gonna get up
Hey,
with you a
look,
little later on, then, bro. We could link back up.
yeah, you want to do that then?
Yeah.
All right. Well, my uncle was actually calling me too, so I'm gonna call him back and make sure he's okay.
All right, my bad. Peace and blessings, though, bro. Yeah.
No, peace. We had a good conversation, brother. I appreciate you talking to me.
Yeah. Likewise.
All right, brother. Well, just hit me up on email.
All right. Love.
Peace out, brother.